Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? So, ta-da! I just got home. I'm actually still in a bit of a rush. Good afternoon, boss. Well, hello there. Necro 2.0. Who knows? They should be live though. Are they live? Huh? And so is now when stream started? When my stream started? Awesome. That's good. That's good. They are special kind of. The live stream apparently finished and it lasted 28 seconds. Alright, I need to connect that up. 1 second. What was that? Either way. Rely on that. Responsible anyway. Younger generation sucks.
Let's go, bub.
They are awful, aren't they? Come on, do something.
Let's get into it.
Alright, I need to open the new tab on the Twitch drops. Hopefully they work this time.
Welcome back to another Marvel Contest of Champions live stream. It is very much live, and we are chilling here in the Vancouver studios. I'm your host, Kabam Dork, one of your community managers.
Go.
And we have a whole other
We're gonna sort
manager
all of this
up
out.
With Kabam, Asaurus Rex in the house. What is going on, buddy?
Oh,
you know what?
Not a big fan of that.
That's the surprise. I see you and I hear you. That's the whole
But
thing,
okay.
and I love doing that. Why don't you go ahead and give a nice introduction?
Sounds good to me, Dave. What is going on, Summoners? We're here
Honestly,
in our
like,
studio.
no ill intent towards anybody, but
ready to go. We can't
it's
wait
the
to
worst
share
collab in
everything coming up
MCOC.
this upcoming Saga, some new champions, some new quests. We got a lot of exciting stuff. Why don't we jump right into it today?
That's right, but before we start, I want to make sure we are giving out the proper thank yous and the proper appreciation. Of course, the one who's running the whole show over here, Kabam Riggs, without the merch
Sergeant.
for all of you
Intro.
people that were born before 1990.
Can I lower my volume?
And also,
Fuck
I'd like
off.
to give a huge thank you to Kabam Breeze, the one who helps us set up our shows, our producer, makes things so easy, so light and airy. Moving on, we've got a quick shot at Kabam Riggs. There you go. All right, moving on. We are also live on YouTube and on Twitch. We'll be doing our giveaways from both, so make sure you pay attention to that when we get to that. And also, we will have our ground rules. So can we pop those up?
Tracking your
It's
speakers.
just to be nice. Don't
Well
forget
then.
to do that. Don't
Which
get
bit
banned or
lower
any
a
of that
bit?
stuff. Just enjoy all the MCOCing together. Now, we've got ourselves some special announcements right here. Can we pop up the special announcement slide? Kabam Riggs. All right, we got our last call that we're going to talk about in just a little bit. We've got our Ironheart 7-day login calendar on the way. That's going to go from June 11th all the way to August 1st. That is a long 7-day calendar. I know some of you are doing the math and like, whoa, that ain't 7 days. You're right. It's not 7 days. It's just 7 days. If you catch
it's not live on
in between
YouTube.
those 2 days, it'll be great. We've
Why?
got more roadmap happening later on today. The giveaways are streamlined, of course. There were 2 other things on that list. Can we get that back up? There we go. We're doing a Twitch Drops test and promo code today. So we saw that people have been having some issues.
No, you
with,
can behave
Twitch
however
Drops.
you want in the stream. I don't
We
care.
saw that some people weren't connecting their accounts, and then people that
They're
did
looking
connect
well.
their accounts
Thanks, man.
didn't get the
Appreciate that,
rewards
buddy.
as well. So we do believe we have fixed things, but we're just doing a test today. So there are lighter rewards on the Twitch Drop side, but no worries. There will be a promo code at the end of the stream just to make sure. And I think we have a return to the secret codes. Let me just cycle through here. But this is just to talk about the Twitch drops real quick. So just make sure you are connected. Otherwise, when you claim, it won't go to your account. So make sure you are connected. And another way to make sure that you are connected, you're going to go to your account management on your Kabam ID page and just make sure that it is connected to Twitch. This will help you do that. So before you before you claim, make sure that you are connected. Connect before claim.
Always got to connect before
Yeah,
claim.
connect before claim. That's the only way to do it. All right, very, very cool. And of course, we've got our giveaways for today. Let's see all
No
the
live
very
streaming
cool
YouTube,
things in that
evidently
box
so.
right there. So you're going to go to playcontestofchampions.com/giveaway
need to enter that.
to make sure you enter your account or your email to see if you are one of the winners, and we will let you know. So we're not doing those drawings right now. We're going to do them at the end of the stream. So all you have to do is enter once, and then you'll be in there for all of the giveaways. Also, secret codes. The way that they work is it's either something said, something in the background. There's 7-star crystals happening. There's 5 total available. 5 unique codes with 1 redemption each. The codes technically would activate at 2 p.m. We're working on new iterations for the future, but, you know, I don't think people liked the secret codes all that much, so we're kind of like not doing them today, and they might not go out at 2 p.m. So I don't know. I'm probably just not going to do them, but wink. All right, moving on to our next items. I think we have something, right? We got a new saga happening today.
I think we do have a new saga.
Is there a new saga? New sagas are so exciting. Can we pop? You know, sorry to pull you back into the show again. Kabam Riggs, I want to have a look at what's happening here. Now, this looks like the Fantastic Four.
It does look like the Fantastic Four.
It does look like the Fantastic Four. And I've been seeing a lot of chatter about the Fantastic Four, right? But
it's not, the Fantastic Four is not the next saga.
It's not
and I was
yeah.
very clear about that. Obviously, a lot of people were speculating, you know, the current times in Marvel, it's got to be Fantastic or Fantastic Four saga.
That's right.
Unfortunately, that's just not it.
No. So coming back to it, we do want to issue a correction. This is not.
This is not.
This is not.
No, it's not the Fantastic Four saga.
No, not Fantastic Four.
It's the Fantastic Force.
The Force, right?
Saga. Okay, so it's not the Fantastic Four saga. We're running right into the Fantastic Force. We are closing out the Dark Phoenix saga, coming right in very strong with 4 of your favorite Marvel characters and some others as well. And we're very excited for a lot of stuff that's coming up in the saga. I can't wait to talk about all of it.
Yeah, that's right. I believe we have a little bit of a. Oh,
Right,
let's do the
saga
overview first,
already.
and then we're gonna go right into trailer land.
Absolutely.
All right.
So, a little saga overview here today. We got our buddy, Mr. Fantastic. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's going to be happening over this 4-month saga. So this one's going to be lasting from June until September, starting on June 4th. We have special rotating saga boosts. We will get into that on the next slide.
Those are cool, dude.
They're
Like
very
the events,
cool.
the
I'm very
Lance
excited.
Order,
On
Counter
top
Showcase,
of the
of course,
traditional saga
Incursion,
boosts
Saga
we've been
Selector,
doing, we
Saga
have something
Selector,
a little
of course.
special as well, which is really cool. We have saga-themed raids, Alliance War, and Alliance War Encounter Showcase.
Kabam bashing.
Saga
Why do you
Incursions.
think I'll
We have
bash
a
Kabam?
new
I
Saga
have
Chase
no
champion,
desire
a
to
new
be
idont
angry.
Chase champion to go along with the saga. We also have a saga sale, saga-themed meta events, a rebirth event. You might have to stay tuned for that one, and of course, much more. We got a packed summer coming up, and I just am so excited about it.
Yeah, when I'm excited, I want to see trailers
Yeah?
for the excitement.
All right.
Kabam Riggs, do your thing.
Welcome to the Contest of Champions.
Why not Saga Spin Cleaning? Huh?
And home to the Fantastic Four.
VG Season Rewards at some point today should be out. Ooh, look at that. Psycho Man. Why he can't do that in game? Imagine big ass Psycho Man kicking ass.
Precision combat. I love it.
So it's just Sense that confirmed? Doubt it. More like Psycho Man is Sense that confirmed.
contest with my friends.
For the last 3 months? No, I just started.
Okay, that's very cool.
That was dope.
That was very cool.
That was quite cool,
So
brother.
cool.
I would admit.
I hope some of you recognize the voice of Herbie.
Stream drops? Yeah, they are
very
doing the Twitch
own
drops. I believe they are.
Vincent. So make sure when you're on Discord,
Think.
You jump into his
Are they?
chats and his
Absolutely.
Yeah.
DMs.
No, the
He
Union
loves
crystals,
it.
though.
He likes it more than he'll say. He likes it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is impressive because I say it a lot.
At some point today, Brandon.
He's here with us as
Yeah,
well.
he is here. Yeah, so super cool. I saw people are going nuts. Well, we kind of got his. When we got your
You
shoulder.
saw his shoulder.
We
There
got
you go.
your
Duck down a little bit, buddy. There you go.
Hey,
there he is.
Hey, buddy. All right, so we had people like they were going off in the chat about the beautiful animation. It's
beautiful.
Yeah, he was like, dude, that's some crazy animation.
It really is one of my favorites that we've ever done.
And
have
I
to
was
say.
saying
it's gorgeous.
psychotic animation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's diabolical. I'll say.
Yeah, it is diabolical. But he was just kind of like, Doom, that's a really great animation. Except he didn't say Doom, but Doom was in the animation. But it's pretty close to what I read.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But Doom is awesome.
He is.
Awesome. I have one. Maxed out.
I know.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I did that. It's really, really great.
Yeah.
All right, so first things first, let's run into our Saga themed sale. Can we pop up our...
Before we do that, we actually have to talk about that special Saga boost.
Are we doing that already?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about the special Saga boost.
Let's take a peek. Let's get that slide up.
All
Look
right.
at that. So, Saga attackers are going to gain following bonuses in Event Quest and Side Quest, and these are going to rotate every month, right? We have 4 Fantastic Four members, and we have 4 Fantastic Force boosts here. So, in June, we have Thing's Might. Blocking an attack or being struck grants a rock stack, kind of like if you were playing with Thing, right? Kind of cool. Well-timed blocks grant 5, just like if you were playing with Thing. These are going to increase your physical and energy resistance. Activating a special attack is going to consume these things, and you're going to gain Fury passives for 15 seconds, maxing out at 2 stacks. And if you're struck while one of the Fury passives are active, you consume it to gain an unstoppable passive for 2 seconds. So essentially, if you're using a Saga champion in these modes, you kind of get to have a little bit of Thing with you as well, which I think is really cool. So the Fantastic Four are kind of aiding their powers to the rest of the battle realm throughout the course of this saga.
Yeah. Now, the cool thing about that, the cool thing about that, right? You're getting 2 of those stacks, right?
Yeah.
20% attack on each, right?
It's pretty good.
40% max. Now, the question people might be asking is this taking over for the Saga boost of 10% attack?
It is not.
It is
so
not.
that
It's
is
in
still going.
addition
Yes,
to.
it's in addition. So that's going to still be, active throughout all the modes it usually is. This is just a little fun thing that's going to make your daily questing and event quests and side quests just a little bit more fun, a little bit more engaging when you have to use those Saga champions.
I don't know if it's a little bit more fun. It's actually pretty fun.
It is pretty fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It was pretty
it's
fun, man.
to
Yeah.
be like gaining rock stacks.
Right,
and
asking
champions
John
that
Doe.
normally would.
Did you know what the sound?
All right.
Probably,
All
yes.
right, moving on.
And watching on YouTube? Yeah,
We've
whatever
got
reason.
our Fantastic
Kabam screwed
Four
up.
Saga. You can earn a
7-star Mr. Fantastic. I love that
Now, we
guy.
have Mr. Fantastic as the 7-star Saga chase. I'm pretty sure we have a clip to watch for this as well. Kabam Riggs, can we get that clip? Ahead, took him to rank 4. Check out what rank 4 Mr. Fantastic can do. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this heavy attack. Ready? Boom! 97k and a solid 68k on the
Irrelevant? I mean, I don't care. I like him.
Ridiculous. He scales.
I like him a lot. This is one of those
insane as a
champions
7-star.
that's just,
tried him for the first
I want
time
him.
as a 7-star actually just yesterday when I was putting this together.
He needs
And
high
I'm
6 sadly,
pretty
yeah.
excited for this. Really excited. We also have a beautiful graphic by our very own Cat Murdoch. Shout out if we can get that up as well. Look at this. All the time we hear you guys. It's a little confusing where we can find all the pieces to the Saga chases, to the other chases. Well, guess what? I contacted my buddy Cat and I said, hey buddy, can you do me a favor? Can we get something pretty drawn up here? And that is going to be posted, of course, everywhere where you'd want to see it, on Discord, on the forums, on socials eventually. And you can kind of use that as a reference throughout the entire saga for where you can acquire these research grants to get Mr. Fantastic as a 7-star or a 6-star.
That's right. And as he is part of the Fantastic Four, he's obviously good on that team, but you can literally use him on any team. He's that good.
Oh, he's very good. He's also a very solid defender as well, especially if you take him up to rank 3 or rank 4. He's going to be very relevant in your Battlegrounds deck in those different metas. especially
Mr.
on
Fantastic is
defense.
always
That's
trash.
one thing
How
that's
dare
very, very annoying. That evade, the inequity mastery as well. He does the thing. He's a very solid champion that has kind of like fallen out of the meta a bit because he's been in the 6-star pool. And as
Sounds that Lumitrix is not possible
but I'm
without
pretty
spending money.
excited to see Mr. Fantastic kind of make a resurgence.
Yeah, exactly. I would say
Unless
he's
you top 3
pretty
Valorants,
versatile,
basically.
and dare I say, he's actually pretty flexible.
Yeah, you can stretch him pretty far.
Yeah, stretch him pretty far. Exactly.
We've been hanging out way too much.
You jumped right on into that. All right.
Once by
now,
Captain.
moving,
I bet Captain Britain's getting buffed though.
moving along. Other parts of our saga.
Someone saying, guess what? He's still terrible. Hey, that's just objectively incorrect. All right, let's keep it moving.
Yeah. A 97K.
It's really good.
Yeah, kick to the chest from like 2 miles away is pretty nice.
Thing's already been going
it's a
on
very
for
healthy body temperature.
15 minutes.
It's 97, so 97 is pretty good. Not K, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right, moving on. So we have our Heatwave coming up. Can you tell us a little bit more about our?
I can
Heatwave?
after we talk about the fantastic fluctuating box.
Are we doing that first?
We are. It's actually
Why are we
right
doing
up
that?
there.
Why are we doing that one first?
Because it's so cool. Let's
Okay,
talk
fine,
about
Let's
it.
do that first. All right. So we have another. You know what? Our Kabam Rigs has set us up with our next up, and I'm just not looking. All right. So Fantastic Four Saga. We've got our Fantastic Fluctuating box. This is starting on June 4th. This is going to be for Valiant players. There will be other things for the different progressions. We're just kind of doing like the top line stuff here. You can open that by purchasing the key.
Hey, thank you.
I love you.
With
Astonished
our
face
Glorious Guardians
emoji.
box, a version
Patrick
of this.
style.
I appreciate
there will
that.
be 15 items total in there. It's going to be 1 item per key at random. Some of the content highlights
Thank
here,
you.
not all
Thank you very
15,
much,
but you
buddy.
get 7-star Awakening gems, 7-star rank up gems, going from 2 to 3, 7-star Hero Crystals, 7-star Signature Stones, and much, much more.
That's right. Just a little spin on the standard Saga sale to make it a little bit more different, a little more engaging, and kind of shake up the format a little bit. Trying something new here with this one.
Yeah, very nice. All right, moving on. Now we are in
The Heatwave, in
Heatwave.
the theme of Fantastic Four. For Fantastic
July the
Four,
4th,
we
so.
have the Heatwave sale coming towards the end of June, and look at that bright orange fellow right there, 7-star Human Torch, will be making his debut in
Bestie
the
and
Heatwave
the wife,
sale.
hope your wedding fun hits
This
over.
is
Thank
a
you, I do
standard
too.
sort of MCOC sale that you will come to expect. There will be, of course, extra goodies in the cash
Send us
offer.
that
There will be, of
torch.
course, unit-based offers, lots of those. Web store milestone tracks, solo event in-game, all the great stuff. Some free gifts, a CCP promo code. Make sure you're watching your favorite creators, supporting those guys and gals and everyone else, and making sure you support them and watch out for those promo codes to get your free gifts. And look at that,
7-star Human Torch,
7-star
aye.
Human Torch will be making a first appearance here. Kabam Rigs, let's give him a look.
I'm paying for him 1000%.
all right. That was some pretty good.
Paying for mine
that's
too,
pretty good
Joker.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
I also
that-
feel like
that's
in this
kinda-
one there are way
that
too many
was
7-stars locked
Did we
behind
watch the
Fable.
the whole clip there? That's all good.
Hey, no worries.
It's all good. So we had some technical difficulties there about with Human Torch. Listen, we all know Human Torch does a lot of damage against those Mystic Champions, against the energy damage. I think you know how that clip ended up. Dr. Doom didn't really enjoy the end of that one, but
No.
Human Torch had a pretty good time.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. All right, we are moving into our next section. We've got our brand new quest. Let's go ahead and start up on our first slide here. All right, we are jumping into our Valiant Gauntlet. The Valiant Gauntlet is returning. Now, we have been listening to your feedback. This is going to be launching on June 4th. It's going to go all the way till July 9th. It's part 2 of the new event quest format that we did from last month. So it's very similar, but we made some updates. There's going to be no more portals for those of you that were a little bit prickly about the portals. The portals are gone. And here's a big one. This is a really, really big one. It's now open to Paragon Summoners.
That's right. Now,
Yeah.
how exciting is that? Now, this is first of all, it's very fun. The feedback from this was overwhelmingly positive. The biggest piece of negative
You just
feedback that
mounted
we
Russia's
got
blacklist?
was,
Who are you talking
please
about?
take away the portals, all right? So we took that to the team. We said, please take away the portals. They really don't like the portals. And they're like,
Then
you know what?
Sartorch is gonna
We
melt
don't
shit
like
for
the portals.
sure.
So guess what? We got the
Yeah,
portals.
we're not gonna do them.
No more portals. It's all good. So it's also now open to Paragon players. Everything else is pretty much going to be the same. The next slide we have rewards, and that's pretty much going to be the same as well. I think the way they're divvied up is a little bit different this month, but at the end of the day, they're essentially the same. You have your units, your 7-star shards, Titan shards, Tier 7 basics, Awakening Gem shards, Sig stones, Relic shards, Tier 4 basic alloys, and yeah, you have the choice node in between every
Why is it
single
called
fight.
Valiant if
It's
Paragon can do it?
class-based to all 6 quests, and for the boss, you can use any class that you want.
Yep, and I can't stress enough that that's crazy that this is open to Paragon.
It is
We
pretty
do
crazy because look at
need
those
a new
rewards.
progression,
Paragon
yeah.
players can start building the Tier 7 basic. You can get almost
The fact that
halfway to
Paragon
the
players
Titan
can
crystal.
start
You
building
can
Tier
get
7
a full
basic, which is
7-star
progression
crystal.
level
It's pretty solid
above
stuff.
what they are
man,
required
I
to
would
become
say.
Valiant is
Okay,
stupid.
so
But whatever.
moving on, we also have our side quest. This is going to be Vaults of Variance. This is going to be kind of like what we ran in January, I believe. It's the Vault of Variance. You're going to use Saga Tag Champions to gain multiversal extraction sample syringes. This is essentially going to be your quest key. And you're going to go through your solo objectives, and you're going to enter the multiversal pathway weekly quest, right? That first item right next to that paragraph, that is going to be what the multiversal extraction sample synergies look like. Now, once you get those, at the end of each of those paths on the weekly quest, you're going to be able to gain a not only Mysterium, but a variant sequence, which is going to be your gate key. From there, you're going to take that into your
Had to put out my blunt, I'm so
Find a
pissed.
single boss, and you're going to get a unique reward. So you complete the weekly multiversal pathway quest 4 times.
Why did you put your blunt out?
Solo objectives. You guys know how this stuff works. And then you can get this pretty
Saga
cool,
stuff's getting old now?
profile pics.
I don't know, I like
hey,
Saga stuff kinda.
Kabam Ricks, can we get a
I like
full
Saga
screen on that one
Incursions,
just
I
so we
like
can see what that last guy looks
Face
like
Champion stuff.
on the bottom there?
I
There
love
we
these.
go.
These are so fun. I love these. I love they have
Imagine
like,
Mikey.
the brown paper bag, but Invisible Woman's is like invisible. You can like kind of like see through it.
Yeah,
It's really
that's great.
fun.
Yeah, that's
Fiancé
fun.
Fiancé has been on the
as I
camera
always say,
multiple
our
times.
team don't miss.
They don't
so
miss.
They very, very rarely ever don't miss.
Hey, well,
Yeah,
you might
I
miss
think
it
at this
against
point there's
Invisible Woman,
way
but
too many
our team
key
absolutely doesn't.
champions.
They got that
yes,
vigilance.
kind.
Yeah,
going
there's a
on.
vigilance.
Fucking
Yeah,
paywalls.
they
I
never
do
miss.
agree with that.
All right, so make sure you jump on in and play right away. So I do want to remind you about our giveaways, which is going to be our next prompt. Boom, it's going to show up on the screen. For those of you that are just joining, make sure you jump in, playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway. This is going to be where you enter your email to make sure that you are entered in for the great giveaways that we are doing later on in the show. We'll be
No
announcing
matter what's
those
from Quantum
winners,
3, good.
at the end.
Congratulations.
So don't forget to do that. Okay, moving on. We've got our very new champions.
Oh, I love talking about
All
new
right.
I
champions.
love talking about new champions.
Why don't we take a peek at our first one,
Ah.
Nico Minoru.
To begin, strike the opponent and focus on your third light attack to start placing your pentacle buffs on the opponent. You can also work in some heavy attacks to consume health and store it as adrenaline, so you start ramping your furies. Don't worry, that zeal passive will prevent your adrenaline from decaying. Continue this process as you build to your special 2, and launch once available to stack on your poisons and activate your buff immunity.
Unless she heals,
Use
this is
your
gonna be
special
shit.
1 to burst the opponent and go invisible, then just repeat until they're knocked out. Now, if you're up against an opponent with a lot of buffs, you might want to activate her Unworthy spell pre-fight, allowing her to start the fight with her buff immunity debuff active, so you could get the ball rolling against those pesky cosmics without fear of dealing with any of their buffs, and punishing them whenever they try to gain one. And hey, if you're looking for some poison or rupture immunity, you might be interested in activating that ward spell, allowing her to take some defenders and nodes she otherwise
She's,
wouldn't be able to. But keep in mind, each of these pre-fights can only be used
Isn't
once
she like
per
a Dark
quest,
Phoenix counter
so
now?
be sure to scout ahead to plan out how you want to cast those spells.
Yeah, it depends if she can
Right,
maintain the buff
Nico
immunity.
Minoru.
That's right.
She
think
should
about that,
be
dude?
direct
Nico
counter to
is
Dark
looking
Phoenix now.
Pretty amazing. Really, really excited about this champion. It's funny, just on the forums like 2 days ago, so maybe like 3 or 4 days ago at this point. Time's crazy, guys. So Nico Minoru, right, has a buff immunity debuff, and someone on the forums was just like, hey, buff immunity is a pretty interesting effect. Does anybody have it except for Black Widow, Clairvoyant? And I responded, I was like, buff immunity is pretty cool, right? As I was working on all this stuff. So yeah, let's talk about Nico. Let's get that slide up, see what she can do. So she's got that refreshable buff immunity debuff. Now she can get that in a couple ways, right? On her special 2. However, she also has a pre-fight that allows her to start the fight with it. You can only use it 1 time per quest, or in like battlegrounds, 1 time per battlegrounds. Obviously, 1 fight in that mode. But it's obviously very, very strong to start with that, especially against those cosmic champions where you want to take advantage of that. She inflicts poison or a replaceable acid burn if they're immune. Utilizes that new adrenaline mechanic that we saw with Cyclops. Gains power when the opponent gains buffs or are immune to it. And she's got 4 one-time used pre-fight effects. Unworthy, Absorb, Ward, and Burn that do different things depending on what you need. Get some immunities. Replaces Poison with Incinerate if you need.
Can you use all of them?
A look at some live gameplay so I can kind of show you how it works, all right? So we're up here with our Nico Minoru here against Winter Soldier. And actually, I do believe she gets a 5th one if she's on the team with Karolina. Steals power after the opponent's special attacks. And that's fun. So why don't we activate here, gain extra adrenaline while blocking, just for fun. Now, if Winter Soldier had a lot of buffs, I would probably activate Unworthy. But I want to show you the standard loop if you don't do that, okay? So, now, what I like to do here is I like to go for some heavy attacks to trigger that adrenaline. Get some fury going. Boom. Now, when you use that heavy attack, you're going to place that buff on the opponent. Same thing with your light 3. Okay? Now, those buffs are great because you're going to gain that extra power. Okay? Now, you want to go for that special 2 here after the heavy attack hit. Place some poisons. And then you kind of want to go for those special 1s. Now, the special 1s are going to be replacing or refreshing, that buff immunity debuff. Doing some burst damage there, gain some invisibility. You can kind of use that for a little.
This is gonna be good against Dark Phoenix for sure.
Battlegrounds or Alliance War.
Poison,
opponent red,
Mystic, and buff immunity.
Going to town, you're having some fun with that. Now, the more you play into the adrenaline mechanic, the more furies you can gain. The more furies that you gain, the more attack that you can have, right? But as you can see, she's pretty darn cool, and she really does go off against those opponents with all of those buffs. But she's pretty darn solid when they don't have them as well. She's also
she's gonna be 100% Dark Phoenix content.
She's very versatile. She's got a lot of really cool stuff in her kit, and she looks
Poison's buff immunity
incredible as well. As we were saying, the art team absolutely had their tracking passive on the game when they were making Nico because they did not miss.
That's right. It looks like, I mean, once you got her ramped up, she just
absolutely
ran away
and
with
again,
that fight.
if you start with the pre-fight, that gives you the buff immunity debuff, right? You're going to pretty much kind of skip. What are you laughing about?
Nothing at all.
What did you do?
Nothing at all.
What happened?
He's not going to be in the new Titans, so you're going to have to wait 3 more months.
Don't worry about it, man. Continue on.
So, if you start with that unworthy pre-fight, you start with the buff immunity debuff on the opponent against those cosmic defenders, right? Take those buffs away. Very powerful stuff.
Oh, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is there's no pun coming right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a great champion. It's part of a duo that I think people will find very, very, very interesting. Are we ready to pull up the next champion, Kabam Riggs?
To begin, head for the sunlight. Keep in mind, your instinct buff allows you to parry non-contact attacks. Strike the opponent and charge your heavy to bask in the sunshine and start building up your iridescence buffs. Follow the sun and repeat this process as you build
100% Zola counter.
And once you're ready, launch to consume your buffs and inflict your passive incinerates. Now that you have some stacked, you can try to block a special to consume some more buffs and stack on your energy vulnerability. And after spending some more time in the sun, launch another special 2 and watch the opponent burst before your eyes. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, launch a special 1 to burst them down some more. And hey, if the opponent happens to have a lot of armor, you have that useful Pulverize at your disposal from your signature ability, letting you burst away those armors each time you inflict a personal incinerate. So, don't let those tech champions scare you. Use that armor
Hey,
to
this is
your
pretty cool though.
and light up the sky as you melt away the competition.
And I like the sunshine. I'm not gonna lie, I like that effect.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
she's super duper fun.
Yeah, it's like a total like ray of sunshine in this room right now.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's very good. As a matter of fact, I believe we are going to.
What a coincidence!
go
It's all in
through
Phoenix
her
Country.
spotlight.
I know, no?
We are. Yes. You are out of control.
Okay,
So,
all right, sorry.
now-
Okay, let's.
There is, you know, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one that you're gonna be really proud of this, all right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there is lots of sunshine in this room, but we also have some rain. We got Karolina's designer, my good buddy Rain, to talk about Karolina. Let's not jump in right away,
but
Rain's been so unbelievably excited to talk
am
about her baby.
so excited.
Yap away.
So yeah, as you can probably tell based on the fit, I designed Karolina. She is my daughter. I love her more than anything else on this planet. So yeah, I'm Rain, aka Kabam Honeydew. I've worked at Kabam for the past little bit. It's been about, oh my gosh, it's been like over 3.5
been a few
years now.
years.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But yeah, I have been designing champions in that time. I've worked on recent champions like Bastion, Spider-Punk, Isophene, Shathra, Leader, but
Lots of fantastic champions, let's just say. Like,
Thank
I
you.
don't think you've missed yet, honestly, truly.
I've just come to be used to looking forward to what new, fun, extra thing. Like we have our champions that are fun to play, right? It's like,
course.
oh, this is a great loop. This, you know, it's a good way to do it. But there's always like an extra.
Okay, guys,
cool
let's just address.
thing.
That is the
The
dude.
spotlight, the sunshine, being in the sun.
There's no
solar
reason
powered
to
at the end
be-
of the day is amazing, and that's just what.
Okay,
I've come to expect
okay.
from, all of Rain's designs, whether
Keep
you're swiping
calm.
the screen, you're tapping, you're holding the block in place.
I
just
am
a little extra
not
thing that makes you feel like you are
Going
that
to
character.
freak out
Yeah,
over the
is-
chat.
that's-
However,
that's
I
an amazing
will
thing.
tell you that
I love
Overly
making champions that
digging
have just,
in
like a little bit more flavor. I try to
is
like really
also-
emphasize like characters like themselves. Like by that,
First
I
of
mean,
all,
like, a lot of like
this
characters
ain't
on the team,
fucking
like, a lot of
America.
them
There is no
prioritize, like,
free
the
speech if
effects
I'm
or,
not. If I'm
lot
telling
of
there is no
the,
free
like,
speech.
where they
I'm
go
not an
fit in,
American,
how are they going
and
to handle
this isn't an
half of it or
American. This is
something
my
like
stream, and the
that.
speech here is
But
whatever the
for
fuck I tell it is.
Karolina, and for most of my champions,
However-
I'm always typically thinking of doing things like how can I make the
However-
most fun version of themselves.
It's very true. When you were doing Cassie, I was like, so what's Cassie good for? And you were like, oh, she's just a little gremlin.
Yes,
Just a
She's
little
just a
gremlin.
gremlin.
She's just a
She's
tiny
just a little
gremlin.
guy.
She makes
That
you feel
human
special,
being
and she's a little gal
was
that
born
makes you
with a
feel special
penis,
and
guaranteed.
punishes you for doing
Yeah.
so.
Yes, it's
I
odd
love
to
my
many
children,
of us.
except
So
for when I
how
don't.
about-
May he supreme
So-
40 rupees. Holy
Yes,
So, how about
it's a
do little
different
live
world
gameplay with your
world
daughter here?
in
Well, talk
Kabam
about it.
headquarters and in
So, Rain's
Canada.
gonna give us a little bit of a live demo of what it's like to play
But-
Karolina.
Yeah, so we've got Carrie up on screen. We just saw a quick little overview of her deep dive. I'll hop in
Just
now,
because
and I will immediately be
you wouldn't want to go
incapable
on a
of speaking
date
because playing this game
doesn't mean that you
is
have to
difficult
be
while
very
also
mean.
actually having a conversation.
It's true.
But Karolina's whole gameplay loop revolves around being and maximizing your time in this sun here. So I'm going to preemptively, I'm just doing short combos. You can see the sun is hopping around into different locations. Right here, I'll
And
show
again,
off,
I do not expect
well,
you
I
to
guess I'll show
be
the special
loving
for
and
special
supporting
teams. Standing
and
in the
all
sun
of that.
gives you a very nice power gain.
Yes, it
I was
does.
looking at the monitor.
You
and
do
therefore
not
missed-
need to celebrate things you do not agree
hard to
with.
do it.
However,
I'm managing so much stuff right
there
now.
is no
Look at that
need
PP. I love her.
to be
The special trait is actually a
malicious
great
or
way to ramp up
obsessively
quickly, right?
evil.
So when would
I'm
you
not
wanna go
talking
for the
about
special
being
trait?
a little mean
Special
or
trait is
ribbing
good
or something
for,
like
Your
that.
standard,
I am talking like, you
like
know,
long form content. It basically gets all of her incinerates online.
you can poke some fun.
SP2
That's
inflicts
fine.
6 incinerates. You'll see in the top left, I've got my iridescent
Do not
buffs,
go
that
with
rainbow
the-
buff that's going off right there. I can consume.
Again,
Oh,
Faisal,
we're gonna do this again.
this is my
is
fucking
really
stream.
difficult. How do you do
This
this?
isn't fucking America.
I'm
I have never
so-
even been to fucking America. You can shove your free
man.
speech
Years
up
of
your
practice,
rectum.
honestly.
Really?
The speech
gonna
here
get
is
my
what I
screen
allow
up.
it to be and what YouTube permits it to be.
All
So,
right, we're gonna get you.
do
in-
not
we're gonna call it out. We're
free,
just gonna be like,
free
"Do it
fucking
now."
speech me.
No, it's all good. Woo!
Okay.
It's all good.
That was hyper inoptimal.
Yes, quick.
just so
Yes,
you all know.
Slinger, poke some fun. That was poor choice of
You wanna
words.
play,
Yes.
Carolina, coming
Okay.
up.
Do you want me to just lock in?
Yeah,
I'll
lock
just-
in.
Because you can get
lock
poked
in,
behind.
I'll commentate
and
for you,
we'll
alright?
talk about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So Carolina's gameplay loop is all about just staying in the sun, maximizing your iridescent buffs, and consuming iridescence buffs in order to inflict incinerates and also block attacks, which causes them to
No
blitz.
poking.
That's right. And also, you're going to
Light jabbing.
energy vulnerability as
You're
well,
getting
which is gonna
joust.
increase that burst damage. Now,
Verbally.
last time we went for the special 3, okay? This time we're going to be going right for
I'm gonna
that
show him the sun.
special 2.
Never
right?
mind, I'm not.
All right, launch that special, and boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
shooting those.
Yeah,
flare
you do get
guns,
poked
and
a lot
we
in
got
Gulag.
some incinerates. But watch this when we go for the.
Oh yeah,
next
I
special,
heard
that's
nothing
when
where they
the
talked about the new
happen.
champion.
Because for every incinerate on the opponent,
I'm gonna do this real quick too.
yep,
Just
gonna go
nice
for
little
that. You're going to start doing some extra burst damage. Now, if you block special attacks or basic attacks, you're going to be inflicting energy vulnerability, which is going to be nice.
Yeah, let's focus on the
Which
champion.
is going to be increasing that burst even more. So as you can see, a special 2 block right there. Watch this.
bam.
Bam! Yeah, 6 energy
Look at all the
vulnerability.
burst damage.
Personally, in battlegrounds or alliance war or a quicker fight like that, I like to go for a special 2, bait a special
Did
2
he just make
specifically and
himself?
block it.
Yes.
That
Am
way
I
you
the
get
only one who
fully
sees the
ramped up
similarities
for
there?
all of your incinerates and your energy vulnerability.
Nearly
and you can
dressed the
burst them
same.
down.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's a really cool dynamic.
Did
of
he
using
really
the
just
iridescent
fucking
buffs
made
either
himself?
for defensive situations, which also reward you with more damage,
Mm-hmm.
or using it for your incinerates and dealing said damage.
Yeah.
Okay, now at this point, I demand a fucking balding Latvian guy in the game.
I'm liking the addition of another.
I need a
non-combo
mid-30s,
ender into
balding,
Sun
6'5"
passes.
Latvian guy there.
I was gonna bring it up,
Toronto. If
actually.
everybody.
So Carolina does have this, a la Doom, Chavez,
Ah.
now the Phoenix rework.
Gladiator.
How
I'm required by
Why
law.
am I shouting? I don't
gonna
know.
say-
Because I'm trying to talk over you.
paid promoter.
I
The
think at
Gladiator.
this point, yes.
A little bit silky.
Yeah, 6'5". Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
6'5",
yeah.
about 230,
So
240
she can do that,
pounds.
but only while she is standing in the sun. So that means she is an incredibly useful champion for basically maximizing your combos and things. Also, the easy access to stun and also parry through instinct allows you to deal with threats like Arnim Zola.
Yeah.
A lot of like Shuri, who has non-contact
Let's-
hits. She can get
let's
in
focus
very,
on champion.
very easily, and it's
Let's focus on the
Maybe
Now, what
Yes.
defense.
about
Supremacy
defense? What's
40
that sun
rupees.
doing on defense?
I'm gonna
Let's
read-
dance
I'm
as
gonna-
a
I'm-
dance,
I
guys,
noticed
come
during
on.
our-
Smiley
Fair
face
enough, in like a
emoji.
day or two, we're gonna
While
see
it's
the deep
playing.
dive fully.
If you activate your special while in the sun, it immediately becomes unblockable. This is really cool on attack. You can do a lot of fun, like hopping around. You can,
It'd
if
be hard
the
if I
sun's
didn't.
really far behind you, but you have a special 2 unlock, you can run back, just dash back, and just throw that special 2 and just annihilate
Focus on the
people.
deep dive cool. I'm
But
trying,
defense,
okay?
Her specials are a little bit tricky to dodge, so to dex, and so watch out because if you catch Carolina in the sun and she launches her specials, you will be annihilated.
Yeah, that's true.
Sounds like a light attack.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm sorry. Can we throw the slide up and just
Yes,
kind
let's
of
do
go
it.
through the?
So Carolina is coming to pre-release bundles on June 17th, Crystals and Arenas on June 26th. She's also got that 100% resistance to incinerate.
He
by the way,
literally
and
just
immunities
made
to
himself-
special and power lock
She's
and
got a
cold snap
lot
and
of stuff
frostbite.
going
She's got a lot of utility as well. We were focusing a lot on the damage there, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so much stuff that she can do, and she's so much fun to play as well.
She's so cool.
She's so cool.
She's so cool.
And you've been excited about her
I
for
love her
so
so
long.
much.
There was a time, it was like maybe 3.5 months ago, where I was working with Rain on something else, and I was like mid-sentence, and she just slowly hands me an iPad, and I'm like, what is it? And she's like, play with my daughter. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And she's like, special too. Be in the sun. Find the
Yeah,
sun.
just go find the sun. 'Cause I was testing out mechanics for how,
Hey,
like,
chill.
specifically
That's
the
a low
sun moves
blow.
around the stage, and I was like,
I was
is
talking
this
about
fun?
endgame
Like,
content.
is it fun running around and trying to find the sun?
It was very
And it's
fun.
like, oh my gosh, it's so cool.
It was-
It is
yeah.
very cool. We were talking about this yesterday, and I asked whether or not
Liberate this
was
country.
new tech added to the game.
Nothing
so
like this would
usually,
ever
if you-
happen
if you
if
see
Canada was
our,
51st state.
Like
I'm
our
just
Summer's
saying.
Choice videos, and we go through like the behind the scenes. There's a point where the
I
designers
mean, like,
are,
somebody needs to
pitching,
ask
like, what they
Trump
wanna
to
do with
take
the
this
character
whole
and whether or not we're going to
Canonization
have,
shit serious.
Our engineers build something new within the game in order to make this happen. And each time I ask on each one of these new things that get added to the game, Brain's always like, no. So I mean, I don't know what that means for everybody
That
else.
looks
I
like a
find it
Fortnite
like
thing.
highly impressive that we're just using existing tech all the time to do these like very, very new things added to the game. So like, kudos to you, man.
Yeah,
At the end of the day,
Really, really
Because
cool
this
stuff.
is all just the same tech as like we introed it, I believe, on arcade, like having those cool little like designated zones on the map. I used it on
And
Leader
again,
too,
guys,
and it was really cool. And now I was like,
Again, guys.
okay, well, I need to have like some kind of sunbathing mechanic in Karolina's kit, and I was like, okay, but what if
I will
the
tell it
sun
again.
was actually there?
You do not need to
And
agree
You had to actually go
or
run around and
celebrate
go find it and get your tan on.
or support.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't.
You do.
You
And
do.
It's so
You
I have
absolutely
zero
do.
interest in
Rain,
the
thank
whole
you so
flag
much for
shit.
joining us
Oh,
here.
well,
we have more.
no,
Oh
no,
my
yeah,
I
God.
have zero interest
No,
in
I
the
didn't.
prize
So
and stuff like that.
our
There's
next
no
thing,
reason
as
to be
part of
wishes
all
and
of
wild.
this, Rain, you are.
I'll put it like that.
Yeah. So this upcoming June, we also have Runway Ready kicking off. So
You
this
don't.
is our-
You do
this is
not
our
need to
regular
support,
little-
like,
Why-
love,
why is that
or
important?
agree with
I don't get
all
it.
the people, but there's absolutely no reason to be
You don't
wishes
get
and
it.
wild.
No, that's a very interesting.
You can do that. That's
Runway.
fine.
Yeah.
Not implying at all that the latest champions being added are a couple of runaways.
Yeah. No idea. I had no
Absolutely
clue.
not.
I
It's
had
a
no clue.
mystery.
Yeah.
I don't know anyway.
Anyone's a big fan of Volga.
I
Can we
mean,
go full screen, by the way? So we
You
can see
think
these
that's some
awesome
sort of
Oh,
insult?
yeah,
It's like, I don't
yeah.
give a shit what you
Who's
think
lit in the
about
bottom.
me and my opinions.
Yeah.
At all,
yeah.
then.
So yeah, I mean, you all can read, and we were just talking, but
Kabam turned
basically
off
just
text chat?
participate
Yeah,
in,
they did.
Any and all games.
'Cause I guess Kabam chat took the-
Use all of your favorite champions.
Oh, Pride event.
specifically Pride champions, such as the ones listed off there, including more, like the ones on the right, Herc, Iceman, Viv, Elena, and the two that we just talked about now. You'll get a bunch of new profile pick rewards and the new title of Runway Ready. And if you need some help with expanding your roster, if you're relatively early on in the game,
This
you
one
can
just
check
start
out the
listening like,
free
I don't
test-out
know.
versions of both
Apparently
Karolina
Wolverine's
and
gay
Nico.
in some universe
yeah.
too, so who the fuck
There
is?
is so much to the
You know,
Runways,
Wolverine
so
romance
excited to
synergy with
talk about them
Hercules.
Even more.
Oh yeah, all Korgs
we
are
do
gay
also have a
apparently.
designated
That was in
rapper
Love and
the
Thunder.
studio in the form of Kabam Vincent.
Yes, we do.
So stay tuned for the upcoming lore corner.
Nice. It's
gonna be very
because
exciting.
We'll be
Check
doing
that
some
out
really cool
on
stuff.
June 6th, I believe, if I remember seeing that correctly. Further? Okay, no, okay.
Why is the game turning woke? Dude, this game's
Well
been
then,
woke for like 4
you
years,
know,
already
it's
5
It's an
years.
interesting day today. All right, we are moving on.
I
Thank
mean,
you
this
so
definitely
much
is gonna be
for
a
joining us
zesty
today,
month.
and enlightening us with with your awesome creation.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have you back again and see what's next. Actually, I asked this to
He
our
was
guests all the
Rokashi
time.
gay.
I go,
Right.
what are you
Programming,
working on next?
buddy.
And I was like, I can't tell you.
Okay, so this
so
under normal circumstances,
smoking?
I'm never allowed to talk
I
about
don't
upcoming champions.
think
However, I can
you'll hit
right
home
now,
if you call
as
me
right
woke.
after
Most
Karolina
people who
releases
know-
everything, I will be hopping onto the X23
who know me would know that I'm
International
anything
Runway,
but.
So
But
Very
except
exciting
I'm
stuff.
also not
very nice.
wild
Yeah,
or
right. Can't wait to
malicious.
see that.
I don't
That's,
like whole pride stuff.
You're always really.
I
sharp
don't
with these
like
champion
all
creations,
of the
so-
don't make
modern
me play the
whatever.
in front of everybody.
I want it as far as away from me in
No,
general
great
life
job.
You
as
did
possible.
fantastic.
That's going to be the challenge. We'll
I
do
will,
some footage.
however,
Okay.
not
Sorry, that was two of
be
them. Sorry,
malicious
those are like
towards
super high level. Okay, all right.
everybody
I believe we have another
because of it.
rework coming up. Surprise!
Surprise rework?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What?
No,
That's
I'm
really
asking anybody to support
To
it.
begin,
If you want
strike the
to
opponent and start building up your
boycott it,
power.
boycott it.
Try
Like,
to
I'm not
weave
gonna
in some
think
heavy
less of you
attacks
for
from
it or whatever.
knockdowns So you can inflict exhaustion and neuroshock passes.
Yeah, exactly.
This
You have
process
your
as
opinion.
build to your special 3. And
Okay, if you
watch
don't think the
once
way
it's
others do.
ready. After your special
Katie,
3, fight
Katie, love
normally
this.
up to your special
Okay.
2 and launch. to
Sure,
stack up
I'm about to get
prowess
married
passes. And if the opponent
with a
isn't
lady,
already
but
knocked
if you
out,
want to call
just
me
cycle
gay,
your
it's
special
like, go
1
ahead.
Until they are.
Like, I don't give a shit.
Now, if you need some extra
Just some
juice
fucking
for those
wannabe
longer
loser
fights,
on
you can keep using
typing
your
on a
special
keyboard.
3
It's like,
for your
I couldn't
power
give less of a
efficiency to
shit
ramp those
what you think
prowess
of me.
passives to their maximum stack. Then,
About being
watch
malicious,
those
you can stand
yellow
up for
and
ability. Yeah,
red
of course you
numbers
can.
light up the screen.
Which is what I'm doing. I don't support
Very
pride.
nice.
I don't
What?
support
Very nice.
sexualization
But
in
you
video
didn't
games and all that
see
stuff.
that
I have
one
said that.
coming
At
down
the same
the
time,
pipe.
I'm
Lots
not
of
willing
reworks happening,
to like
which I'm
attack
also a big fan of. I
a
think others
Kabam
are as
developer
well. It's literally bringing
over maliciously for
value
who they are.
to champions you already own, or maybe
Absolutely.
champions you
Like,
don't
I wish
play
none of the
often.
pride stuff would be in the
It's
game.
kind of like adding a little. It's kind of like a rebate. Do you remember rebates? Does anybody do
Yeah.
rebates anymore? You ever see rebates like at the store? You gotta like
course.
mail
But
it in.
again,
Yeah,
just
you
because
get
I
it
don't
90
like it and I don't
usually
support
don't
it,
even mail it in. I just,
really?
that's
it
how
doesn't
they
mean
get it.
that I'm
That's
gonna
how
go
they get
ahead
it.
and, you know,
They're like,
start
this is
insulting
usually
everybody who
$100, but
does.
it's $50 if
Yeah.
you do the rebate, but
Yeah.
no one does the rebate. Anyway, let's get the slide up talking about Captain Britain. So, Captain Britain launching in just a couple
Very
of days.
small-minded?
Launching
Seriously, that's my
in
mind, though.
June. We got the 7-star available on June 4th. We'll talk about that in just a second. But let's talk about what she does. So all of her basic attacks now deal energy damage. She's a little neuroshock focused there. All right. She's also got the exhaustion passives. So that's very interesting to me. I don't believe we've used exhaustion passives in the past. There's lots of exhaustion debuffs, especially in the science class. But this is the first appearance of a passive there, which could be a little interesting.
No, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm generally not worried, especially in regards to this, because people are so
She starts
over-polarized.
each fight with a safeguard passive going on. She gains prowess and power efficiencies.
She's getting a
slow
rework.
on the special one, which can become a passive against skill champions if they shrug it off, and a power efficiency on her special 3, which, as you saw in the video, is how you kind of want to go for that damage loop. Now, she's going to be a lot more relevant on defense now as well, so she's kind of going to be a pretty solid two-way champion as
Bitch
well.
that sewed it, yeah.
Going on with this rework. So that's Captain Britain. A little surprise rework for you guys. Just wanted to throw that one in there. Why don't we talk about how you can get
Yeah, great
Captain Britain
pride
as a
and
7-star?
shit is
Can we take a
so
look
is
at that
too
next
forced.
slide?
People who are
Captain Britain will
the
be
people wants to
available
know.
in the next
Yeah, exactly.
MCOC
That's what I also
double
think.
track starting next week.
More or less.
And this one, you
I
can
don't
kind of
like
like,
it.
League
They're not
of
willing
Dazzler,
to
for example, where if
make
you
my
want to,
personality
you can get those
attacking
boosts,
them.
to like jump forward in the track, right? And you can start getting her on June 4th because she's going to be available in game as a 6-star, right, buffed, starting in June. So, hey, you can speed track that if you want, but if you don't want to speed track that, in about 2.5 months or 3 months, you can get yourself a 7-star Captain Britain.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the surprises. I don't mind the surprises.
like the surprises.
Were you
too.
surprised?
I was surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
She's gonna be a
surprised
defender.
about
You
it.
probably won't get
Yeah,
her.
that's right. That's right. Okay, we've got some other stuff coming up here. We've got a brand new idol.
That's right. We just dropped that
I
like
did.
it was hot.
Yeah, because it was hot.
Wow.
My finger was burning,
Look
so I
at
pressed
that.
But
This
yeah,
is
meanwhile, if you
first
guys
look
aren't
at
here,
the
hit that
next
like button, hit the
idol.
sub
Just a
button, hit all the
reminder,
good buttons.
Lumitrix, you have a
Oh,
couple of more days
and
if you're
a
interested
reminder,
in
if you do
Lumitrix
become Gulag
Season
Master,
4,
you can
everything
literally
switches
time out
over from
anybody
Fate
you
Essence
want.
to now the Shatter Essence.
So,
Can we get that up one more time? Look
if
at
you think
that. Can we
somebody
full screen on
here
this as well,
would
just so we can see
deserve
a little bit more.
Solo, okay.
That is full screen.
That's as full as it's
All right,
Okay.
fantastic.
Entire,
Kabam Riggs
well, it's
is
filling
reading,
that screen.
reading my
Okay,
mind.
now we're
You know
talking. None of
this.
this
All right,
sissy
so this is the new
stuff.
item.
No
that
more
we'll be,
rainbows.
chasing in order to trade in for Solvark. It is very, very, very similar to how Lumitrix.
No,
is
you live in
handled.
UK.
Can we
I
get that
used to live in
graphic
UK, and
up
one of the
for
reasons why I
Solvark as
don't
well?
anymore. It's not the main
take a
one,
peek at this.
but luckily
And,
I
the
don't
interesting
live in
thing
UK
here,
anymore,
as
and
we're
that
pulling up our
was
next-
one of the reasons
Look
why
at
as well.
this. Go right there. We'll
Look
talk
at
about it after. Go ahead.
this from our very own Cat Murdoch once again, and this will be posted online everywhere so you can reference it later. But you know, people keep asking, "Hey, Lumitrix items, where's this? Where do I get it? Are there any more coming?" This is pretty much everywhere you can get those new Essence items right
When you
between
get
now
below,
and
for
the end of the
sure.
Saga to trade in
For
for
sure.
Solvark. Now, Solvark is still a little early in development, right?
Yep.
He's not going to be
How much
available
per
for
banner
trade
roll?
in until I believe August.
I don't know, $100 will do
Obviously,
it.
You know,
You got some
I don't know,
we got
Rolf,
some
much.
time, but we're gonna start.
I'll not price him highly.
Can do starting next month because I'm pretty excited for it.
That's right. But having Solvark enter.
All right, $200. $100 is a day.
Means that he's taking the place of another champion, just like Lumitrix did.
That's right.
And who replaced Lumitrix?
Lumitrix was replaced by Gallon in the pre-release bundle and also the Titanfall. Now,
That was a big deal.
it was a big deal. I'm not gonna tell you who it is yet. I'm pretty excited for it. But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. But just keep in mind that is going to be happening again. You have to stay tuned.
I wonder who that is going to be.
Lumitrix released in Crystal?
Yeah. Okay, we'll let the guessing begin.
I don't know, half a year
I'm
from now,
already
probably.
seeing- I'm already seeing a lot. It's not magic.
It's not magic. We already announced
Yeah,
magic.
that is not magic at all. All right, so let's go ahead and prompt everybody for the giveaways one more time. Flat out, if you are just tuning in, to make sure you are jumping into our giveaway. This is for 5.
Oh,
I
so
didn't even
large.
say what the giveaway was this whole time, even though it's the same every month. 5 Titan crystals, and then 5 champion choice. So we saw Nico Minoru and we saw Karolina Dean. So you're going to have your choice whether you want the staff or you want the sun at the end of the day. So just made that one up. That one was for Rain, staff or sun. Depends on which way you would like to shine in the contest. So make sure you are entered and ready to go. Now, next up, we had on the 15th of May, we had our PC Direct download release.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was actually
good.
a fun live stream. It was a little bit different
all
from
that.
this one. It's a little more.
Damn, I think it looks like he's on the edge. Who is
I guess a little more intimate.
Oh,
in
is
a
it
way.
that?
A bit, yeah. A little more casual.
Yeah, a little more
Who's on
casual.
that shit?
Reminded me of what it used to feel like.
There are
to,
no in-game
to
content
jump
news
on
yet.
Stream.
How'd that feel,
I
bud?
was kind of like.
Feel good?
I was just a little rusty with the controller.
Yeah, well,
like, I was
Karnak's a really tough defender to be.
yeah,
Oh, we will
very,
get the
very,
code.
Very difficult. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's fun. That is a lot of fun. But I'm just gonna shrug that off because I'm not worried about that. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Come on, dude. Jeez. It took so long. Okay.
And I'm not broken again? I don't know, let me check.
Go ahead, just throw that up, Finn. We are coming to Steam. And
I can
so
claim
make
them,
sure
but
you are jumping
after
on
at the end
our
of the stream, I'll
page.
check if I
Jump
received
into the wish
them.
list as soon as you can, because we have Steam Next Fest starting up on June 9th. And
Haven't
we're
written
gonna
about
be
any
doing
good?
some
We don't know.
live
I don't know
streams using Steam.
That's right.
And we're going to be starting up a brand new account between myself and Mike. We're going to be kind of like flip-flopping and jumping in and having a good time. We're going to be playing with controllers, fight sticks,
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
keyboards.
Well, it's gonna be
Yeah, like
I don't know
honestly,
if,
like, and
maybe we can
again,
get the Dance
I'm not
Dance
trying to be
Revolution
mean to
thing.
either
We're gonna
Dark
try to have some
or
fun.
the other guy,
one of those
Karate
things.
Mike.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah.
I don't think they
We're
work
gonna
well
dance it
together.
out. Got some moves. I'd say
It's
it's
just
a step
too
in the right
cringy.
direction.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, very good.
And they're
Okay,
like cool
so-
guys. I have nothing against them. It's just I think it's
we
one
have
of the
more
weaker
slide
columns.
to go, just to talk about. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And as part of Steam Next Fest, that does start on June 9th. However, the demo is live right now.
That's absolutely correct. So if you're waiting for Steam, you can kind of jump in to the demo. With the demo, there are no in-app purchases, right? You can obviously link up your account. If you're looking to purchase something, you have to do it somewhere else.
Promo code
But
we
that's
do
what's
not
going
know
on
yet.
with the demo on Steam, and when it fully launches on Steam, it's going to be just like
Endgame
the direct
content
download
has not
on
been
Direct
announced
Sola
yet.
and all of that stuff as well. So yeah, get in there.
Then another problem. All the
you
puns
Steam
are a
waiters,
fucking
and
problem,
start
though.
playing.
Yeah, it's. I've heard it's highly esteemed.
Yeah.
Download.
That was weak.
It was. No,
Well,
it
new
was
champions
not.
coming up. Any thoughts about
Getting
new
the
idol?
Joke late is.
We don't know what he does yet.
Hey,
It looks kind of
all right,
cool.
So go wish list, go play today. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, good time. All right. Next up, we've got.
Probably, she's definitely better, and she's going to be, I
CG
think,
trailer
also
in there.
defensive
we
annoyance
do.
with safeguards
We
and
do.
whatnot.
Kabam Riggs.
He's great.
He is great.
He's
the one
great.
running the show. Let's
They
go.
just confessed account sharing. And what you gonna do about it, Buzz? Alright, BG, what's that being sent out right now to people? Yeah. I won't be able to get that sense like even much easier, which pisses me off. I think there are too many champions that are locked behind cash at this point. Going to report them to them. I might as well just write an angry letter and throw it in trash. Time out apples? What? No, it's not pre-recorded, but it is pre-rehearsed. They admitted to that. Did I get BG's roads? I haven't checked it. I'll check after the stream. Torch won't join Titan? Probably not. No, Torch will not join Titan. Torch is like exclusive July
about
deal
that?
champion.
Jump into that
How
wish
about
list.
that?
Jump
So
in.
we do have to talk about one thing.
Yeah.
Remember that Saga sale we were talking about?
Anything on substance?
we got
Oh,
it.
there was a lot of
Yeah,
substance.
We're
a
gonna
little bit
slide
of
up.
yeah, we're gonna-
So that really fun box that we were talking about, that's not happening next month, all right? We're gonna try to make that happen later on, but for the upcoming Saga sale, we got a box correction. It really is a fantastic tiered offer. Randomized? No! You get to choose your own offer. Yes! This way you can cash in keys to craft the offer that you want and really power up your 7-star Fantastic Force Saga champions 1 tier at a time. So we got a little bit ahead of ourselves there.
Yeah,
But
they are
make no
faking
mistake,
enthusiasm.
nobody's
I don't like
right?
that.
That's
I don't
right.
like
We love you guys.
fake
I know
happy.
exactly who wrote that.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
reading
we're not-
that for the first time. I believe that's Kabam Vincent.
Yeah,
if I
I
had
know
to guess.
exactly. I felt like him. It was just like emanating from the screen there. All right, so coming up next, we've got our new Everest content.
That's right.
Yeah.
And as soon as Kabam Riggs is ready, he is on it today.
He is
Let's
on
get
it.
that up. Talking about June 11th, the Wheel of Fate. Coming in hot in about 12 days or so, something like that. That's quick math. Something like that. Yeah. So the Wheel of Fate is, I'm pretty excited for it. It's our new Everest content coming in June. This stuff is going to be pretty hard. This stuff's I know we say it every time. I know every time we're like, this is aspirational content. You're gonna have to build towards it. It's gonna, take a while. Don't feel bad if you can't do it right away. People jump in and do it day one. Now listen, are people gonna jump in and do it day one?
Yes.
Am I gonna do it day one? Probably. Yeah. Right. I'm probably gonna jump
There
right
you
in.
go. That's something
I have a
Crucible.
rather large roster, right? So if you have a
Akin-ish.
rather large roster, you're a super experienced player.
Well, I don't think people are gonna not jump in. I think they're gonna jump in.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm talking
day
about
one.
completing the whole thing.
Completing day
That's
one.
what
That's a
I'm sorry,
whole
yeah.
different
That's
thing.
what I'm talking about. Now, of course, right? It's kind of impossible to design something that no one can do right away.
Yeah.
But this is really hard roster restrictive stuff. So let's talk about what this is, okay? There are 3 quest chapters in this, okay? Each quest is the same. All 3 is the same, okay? You have a team size of 1, and you can only use your 7 stars. There's a choice node between each fight. And these choice nodes only give you limited options based on tags, okay?
Yeah, it's going to
Now, the
be
champion
hardcore Crucible,
pool
basically.
for these tags gets smaller each quest. But we're feeling a little generous, we're feeling a little nice, and these choice nodes heal you up to full in between each fight, okay? There are 12 unique bosses. They're all pretty tough. They're all pretty tough.
They can use
Deathless
this
Thanos
part
is
of
the
their
boss.
jump, though.
He's pretty tough without any nodes.
Awesome.
And this
This
is
doesn't mean I have to
aspirational
like
Everest
it.
content, right?
Also,
so this is going to be the new big
for
Everest
instance,
content
I
you guys
know.
can jump into
What
on
does the
June 11th.
previous
Let's talk
guy-
about the rewards for this really, really tough
they
stuff.
presented. He was
So, Quest
more
1 and
reasonable.
Quest 2. Look at that defender right there. So Quest 1, we're starting out a little bit easier, right? So the way that we kind of tiered these rewards up was that we put the bulk of the rewards towards the end, right? There are 3 quests. We put the bulk of it towards the end for the people going for 100%, but we wanted to make this feel pretty good as you were chipping your way through it, right? So if you're like a lower level Valiant player and you maybe don't have the full roster to go to Quest 2 and Quest 3, well, you only get through Quest 1, well, you get a little stuff to kind of help you along. There's some Tier 4 Alpha, Tier 6 Class Catalyst, you got some Titan and 7-star shards, right? Moving into Quest number 2, we see a Titan, we see some Awakening Gem shards, we see some Tier 7 Basic, we see 3 full Tier 4 Alpha, and
Definitely
of course,
Limited
more
Shard
Tier
Guardian
6 Class
Cyclops.
Catalyst. Move on to the next
That's
one.
Nice.
For quest number 3, you get the profile picture, you get 6 full Tier 4 Alphas, you get the rest of the Awakening Gem shards, you have an Epoch 7-star Nexus Crystal, which gives you a choice of 5, you have 2 Tier 7 Basic, and look at that champion selector. A little tease as to who might be some of these defenders. We see Serpent, we see Spiral, and we see this guy right here. Now, what this selector is going to be is going to be giving you a 7-star champion of one of the 12 defenders in this quest. So that's a new kind of thing that we're doing here with this.
That's kinda cool.
We're obviously not going to be spoiling
One of the
rest
12
of who's gonna
defenders.
be in this. You're going to have to wait and see. But that's
Beto
that's
can
really
finally
it
get
for
Serpent.
Wheel of Fate.
Talking Messiah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. You know what else
That
I'm
is
excited
cool.
for? Grandmaster's Grace.
Oh, Grandmaster's Grace.
Grandmaster's Grace version 2. So it's going to be running a Saga long test. So
That's right.
We've added all new champions to champion releases throughout the Saga. Your progress can be carried over between each champion release.
That's right. You know, we tried this in the past. We got
Oh,
lots
this
of
is gonna be
feedback.
the-
Just a bit of a refresher. This is what we ran with the Hood, with Nova, and Luke
right.
Cage a couple of months back, right? And the biggest piece of feedback that we got at the end of the day for test number 1 was, hey, I kind of wish that this was with new champions, because I don't really want...
Yeah,
the
we did
champions
get
I
a
already
date
have,
for
which
Wheel of
is
Fate 12 days, so it's
honestly
going to be not
super valid
this
feedback,
first
right?
Wednesday, the Wednesday after.
You, right? And we want to make you
The
guys
one-
happy.
You've got
So,
placed
what we're doing this time is we're going to be running this with
$4.99.
all
The
of
rewards
the new
made me
champion releases
HRD.
for the entire saga. And everything kind of
Good.
works the same, except it's tuned
Good.
differently as
Enjoy
well.
the
In past,
hardness.
It took 200
And go look
pieces
for
to
your
guarantee
wife
that
right
7-star
now.
featured.
Yep.
Now, it only takes 120, and you get a guaranteed 7-star every 25, a guaranteed 6-star every 3.
Because you're on stream, I'll do a summary video, don't worry.
Featured Paragon.
I will be doing a
It's
summary
little
video if you
higher,
missed
right?
something
Now,
specific.
one thing to note here is that if you casually open Valiant...
So why
Crystal
can't
and
Everest gonna be done
Crystal
day one? It
throughout the
can.
course of
They're just like
Saga,
warning people that it's gonna be
eventually,
hard.
You're going to be getting that featured 7-star crystal. That's kind of what this is, right? The Grandmaster is showing his grace, showing his mercy to you. showing, you know, all that kind stuff to you. And so if you're targeting a specific
Stop, Chris.
7-star newly released,
And the update
I mean,
BG
it's gonna
27 words.
be
It should be coming out now.
significantly easier than going hundreds
even
and
just, like, bide
hundreds
your time.
and hundreds right
Or
into.
hold
I
what?
mean, I have friends personally who go hundreds into Valiants and then they get a little frustrated because they can't get the 7-star. Well, that's kind of what this is hoping to alleviate there.
Yeah, somebody working at Kabam
to
made
kind of
themselves a
burden
champion
there
in the game,
of
though.
the
That
RNG
was kind of
and kind of give you that avenue to get what you
vaping
really
on
need.
stream.
That's right. And we've
I was like, what you gonna do
the
about
Valiant
it?
Crystal and the Paragon Crystal.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, just open it on up. All right, so moving on, we've also
Someone
got.
said, "Someone please explain." I just did.
Oh, well, maybe they wrote that before you started. Okay. All right, so next up we've got web store market loyalty.
That's
so
right.
yeah, in the Summoners Market, we've added a new
Oh, of course.
a new currency in there. So we've got it
I'm
never
waiting to
expires,
watch it
and
anyway.
at launch you can exchange it for things like profile pics, emotes. 7-star encouraging crystals. The target date for this. is
Only
going
one
to be
reward? Yeah,
June
Captain
9th.
Britain's
Yeah,
getting
just
it
make
buffed.
sure you keep an eye out for that.
That's right, and the 7-star incursion crystals is a big key right there, right?
It is a
so
big
it
key.
is. So the only place you can currently get that is incursions and also the new Radiant store,
Yeah.
right? But you know, a lot of people say, hey, you know, I don't play incursions too much. I want to go for that 7-star incursions crystal. So we tossed that into this alongside some of these cool new profile pictures, these cool new emotes. But for the most part, this is just a resource that doesn't expire, and you can kind of trade in for a little something extra.
We are
Once you
creating
build up.
gradients to get rid of currencies. We are creating a new web store currency. That is
okay,
funny.
So moving into our next big spot here, it is our roadmap.
From 1 to 10.
Yeah, roadmap recap.
It's a mixed bag.
It is kind of my baby. This is
From 1 to
this
10,
is
how
the
good is
section.
Kabam
Let's
cooking
throw
for
up the
June? Entirely
roadmap
depends
recap. These are
what
the
your
updates.
relationship is with
So
the flag
first up,
people.
we're just going through these. So the way that we do these is we want to tell you where we are and the things we already told you were coming, right? Things that we already launched.
And how much
we're
money you
doing,
have,
how
obviously.
it's been received, all that kind of good stuff. Then we want to update you on the things we told you were coming. Like
Would
what
I give
that
a buck?
is, if it's not
Fucking
released
Groot,
yet.
man. It's
And
about
then we wanna
time.
take the
Loki as
opportunity
well.
to announce anything that you don't know yet. So it's
Yeah.
always going to be kind of like a 3-piece. I like 3-pieces. That's usually
Don't worry,
one of
again,
my
I will
favorite
make a
chicken-
summary of this.
chicken meals. Or I mean, there's other foods coming in.
For what is flag
When you hear
people?
3-piece, you think of chicken.
3-piece.
June is the
With a
Pride
biscuit.
month, so
Yep.
just about
Okay, here we
everything in
go.
the game
So
in the
Radiance,
month of June will
as
be
you can see, it is
suspiciously
live right now.
rainbowy.
The new updates here is that it will be in
That is what
raids
I mean.
on June 9th and in Alliance Quest on June 16th.
That's right.
So-
We're
Promo
very
code
close
not
to
yet.
Radiant's kind of taking over the
RGB
the
people.
for,
Yeah, the people who
And reminder, if you missed the last
Live
game,
life
Magic
like
is
it's
going to be
RGB.
making her way to the Radiant store eventually. We're working on it.
Yep, working on it. Yep,
We're-
more
yeah.
updates on that.
Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing
yet.
yet.
Yeah, but we're getting
you
there.
know, where's that?
All right, next up, we had the Alliance War, a new thing. You have let your voices be heard. That's been kind of mixed, right?
It's definitely been mixed.
Yeah, a little bit mixed. Some people really love it. Some people don't like it that much, and there's just some in the middle that are just kind of waiting. But I will tell you, the Radiance is now in the season rank rewards, and it's pretty juicy.
Yeah.
So yeah, continue to make your voices heard. We are listening to all the feedback, and we're doing all the tweaks and the things, and you will see the next update right
And
here.
praise the rainbow.
But
Get
do
some Skittles.
Have a great time, and let us know. All right, moving up, we've got our battleground. So this has been completed, but I did want to kind of like move that up a little bit so you can read what it is that we've done there. The updates to the Gladiator circuit, we had the
there's one thing I want to check.
We did complete the bracket expansion, the matchmaking tweak. We wanted to reduce the queue times. The weekly ELO objectives we have also done. And the Alliance event win bonus increase has already happened, and it seems like you guys are pretty happy about it.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
You know, do let us know. It's actually been so good for some that we're seeing some extra activity that we have immediately addressed. Lots of hammers going around
Lots
out
of
there.
hammers.
A lot of hammers. And I believe you got a message to as much. And I'll just reinforce that here.
The one
yeah.
that I sent out.
Yeah, don't cheat. Just don't do it. All right, so, and as you know, we have brand new Radiance currency out there with a new store.
That's
so,
right.
Moving on.
Promo code is
Battleground.
working. We don't know
What's
what the
next?
promo code
This is in
is.
progress right now, and it's just still going. It's not done yet. We will let you know as soon as we do get something. But I do want to put this up there so you know that we have it on our radar.
Absolutely.
Like it's not falling off. We are still working on it.
Actively working on every single thing here.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, what about side quests? Well, we do have fantastic force recruitment.
That's
Best
right.
count is
Yeah,
Telemetrix.
that is,
In Valiant,
so
it's basically
we said that we
Jags.
were working on some
Jags
things
knows
to
in 20
replace,
some seconds.
the
always.
side quest or update the side quest, and the fantastic force recruitment is going to be that first thing, which we're going to talk about in just a little bit. We do have a new format coming in July for event quests.
That's right.
We will be we'll be updating you on that next month.
Yep.
It will be different. We might
Or
even
war?
put out a dev diary
Serpent,
on
probably.
it beforehand. It's just, it's kind of like day by day on those things. We're trying to keep you as updated as we can. as
Cyclops
these
and
things
Serpent
happen.
are very, very good Olympics
All right,
counters.
our next raid cycle.
Yeah,
You wanna
sure.
take this one off?
So, with the upcoming raid cycle, we have Fantastic Four themed bosses, right? Fantastic Force themed bosses, of course. We
How
got
do you
a
keep
forum
from getting
post
burned out
coming
in the
for all
game?
the details soon. Just
I
little bit of
rage a lot.
teaser Here. We're gonna be
I
adding
rant on
additions
videos
to
a lot,
all the
and
champions
mainly
course that
it's
can
because of you
champions
guys. You guys are awesome. Whenever
also,
I'm
we're
down,
still
many of
working on
you
that
do
new
your best to
raid
pick me
roll
up,
boost,
and
test map. The
anything
timeline on
that
is still TBD.
bothers
I
me
don't believe
seems
we'll
like
have
a
that
lot
ready for this upcoming
smaller
one.
type thing
There's
when
a
I
chance,
get
but I
to
don't believe we do.
when to
But
talk,
just we are still working
engage
on that
with
as
you
well.
guys, so
And keep an eye out on
100%
forums and on our
because
website
I
for
have
all
awesome
the details and
subscribers.
the full breakdown for this. Speaking of raids, we have something a little exciting coming in July.
Yep.
Raid month. There are going to be 4 weeks of raids with 4 new raid bosses every single week. And week 4 is going to feature the previous 3 bosses as the mini bosses.
Oh.
And more details will be coming next month. We hear you guys that you like raids a lot. You said that we like raids more than they queue. We want to do something a little bit special.
History
here,
began on July
and
4th,
we're gonna test something
1776.
4 weeks of raids?
Everything before that
I
was a
love
mistake.
it.
Remember, the feedback is great.
I see a lot of yeses in the
Yeah.
chat. That's great. Love raid. Awesome. Raid month.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
180 for each. No. We're still working out how it's going to work, but no. It's not. We're not going to.
No, it's not gonna be full price.
Yeah. That would be insane. That would be insane.
Yeah, not at all. All right, well, our next thing up here is our StatCast relics. We can get that back up on the screen. So last time we talked about these, we were like, hey, we'll let you know when we have some more information. Again, we have a date. So these are coming in August. This isn't all of them. I just couldn't fit it on the screen. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
The goal here with these new relics is so we can get them out.
Bonus in
make
both attack
more,
and defense.
Make a lot
Fuck.
more.
Yeah.
We've heard you that you need more relics.
Yep.
I need more relics.
Yep.
I've needed more relics for a very long time.
Yep.
I'm very excited for this. As
Or
it
more
says,
so, you need more strikers.
100%.
Yeah, you need more strikers.
100%.
And so, these will be released in batches just like the previous ones.
Yep, so-
This will be focusing on one primary attribute and one secondary, and it's going to give you a bonus stat.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be bonuses for both attack and defense.
That's
so
right.
that should change up some strategy and the way things work. So that's going to change like the whole landscape. I think so anyway.
Yeah, but one thing about this is that a big goal here is to make these a little bit easier to understand, lower the barrier of entry here, right? So yes,
Defensive
there will
buff
be a bit
sounds
of a
like an
stat
advert,
on
though.
defense. However, right, no runes or slot choices. They're not really going to have like those added abilities. Okay, that's why we're calling them stat cast relics, kind of like stat focus, stat cast relics to give you that striker, to give you a little boost to your champions, and kind of just like open up the. door
Serpent needs
to
more block
customization.
penetration for defense.
Yep, and we're working on them as fast as we can. That's why I
Absolutely.
said we're going to get them to you. Stat. I was waiting for that for an entire month.
It's true. It's true.
The whole month. I thought it was so
I have
great.
actually already been
and of course,
saving
there'll be a future
relic
dev
shots.
diary on this. It's already in the works, so I know if you have a lot of questions, we'll be taking care of those for you. All right, now next up,
Next up is very
You're
exciting.
probably wondering, what is Fantastic Force recruitment?
I know I am.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit last month, but this is actually what it's called. It's called the Fantastic Force recruitment. Now, this is going to have a 2-star focus. This is going to be that new, meta event, side quest event, and it's going to be ranked. This is not something you see very often, if ever, for some of you.
But wait a minute, Dave. What if I don't have all the 2 stars for this?
See, that's the thing, right? This one is going to be equal. Everybody's going to get the 2 stars. So you're going to get 52 champions granted to your account, maxed out, ready to go, and you can go in and compete because those are the only ones you can compete with. So everybody's competing with the same stuff at the same time, and it's going to be great.
Love it.
So we have a 2-star focus here. Everyone gets a grant.
Yep.
This is the competitive meta event format that we have here. You can play as much as you want.
Interesting.
Of course, like you you have resources you have to use, which is like your energy.
How much
right?
does
You
a
can play
token
as much
cost?
as you want with your energy.
$500 to
but there's no,
$800
limit
typically.
saying you can only play a certain amount of times, right? And of course, the highest ranked rewards are going to be a featured 7-star
That's right.
champion.
We've been exploring new event quests formats. We've been exploring
right there.
a lot of things, and we're trying to make side quests new and fun and exciting and all of that that great stuff as well. So ranked rewards in the meta event pretty much for the first time, and the rewards are pretty juicy.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that
High
is
Evolutionary?
very juicy, all squeezed out right there. All right, so that is the end of our roadmap recap right there. And we are ready to do a call out here for our giveaways. All right, we've got lots of giveaways.
That
Don't
was High
forget,
Evolutionary,
2
wasn't it?
p.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. That's when the secret codes would go up, but we decided not to do secret codes. Wink. But anyway, because I think it's just better to keep it a secret. So whatever. Yeah, it's all right. But 2 p.m. would have been the time I would have put it up. But yeah, we're not gonna do that. Okay, cool. Are we ready for some beautiful giveaways here? By the way, I'm seeing that some of you are saying that drops are working. Some of you are saying drops are not working. So that's why we have our setup. So I'm not sure why that's happening.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, it's all gonna get figured out. But they were lighter again, just so that we can make sure we're testing, and we're gonna get that going. So no worries. All right. So let us pull up our winners.
Let's do it.
Kabam
Give me the
Riggs.
promo code, man.
Whenever he's ready.
Yeah, it's kind of loading.
Yeah. We have them. I can see
The Rocket
them.
Dragon is
Yeah,
ready?
I can see him. Oh, that's okay.
Worst case scenario, we just read them out.
Yeah, we could just read them out.
Why don't you just delete that thing that's not loading? Just exit.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that one. Sometimes when you overload the slides with too many things, it doesn't want to do the thing.
It broke.
Oh, it broke, huh?
I love that.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is I am going to.
We're gonna read it out.
Read it off. Yeah.
We're gonna read it out. So, up first, it's all good. Up first, we have 5 winners of a Titan Crystal.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, just put
there
the,
we go.
Yeah, just put the show.
We got Beard with a 3, B3 Ard 00. Congratulations on your Titan. Joshy Poo 86. I'm so proud of you. Jay Ramirez.
I am
201,
ferrying married,
221.
yes.
Look at you, buddy. Paladin Danny. Never been more happy for you. And BTN225. Now it's working. Let's get it up.
Let's get it up.
Let's get it up.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's put that on the screen. Jeez. Today has been brutal. All right. Giveaway winners
There you
for the
go.
Titan. Beard with a 3.
I already did this. Let's go on to the next one.
Triple beard.
For the champion choice, your choice of either Nico or Karolina.
There's a promo
You
code?
have X Hydra JTCX, Reaper Riz. That's a cool
that's
name.
that's a great
cool
name. Yeah, Reaper
Box
Riz.
Z28, Croissant 2137.
Croissant. All
and
right.
Neo Brookhart. Congratulations, you get your choice of either Nico or Karolina.
Yep, we'll be in touch. And wait. No, don't come back. All right.
There's one more thing
One
there.
last thing. We did promise you the promo code, and that is right there. Nice generic name, MCOC June. MCOC June. So that's going to give you the rewards that you would get from our typical drops. And we'll keep you updated. But yeah, that is it for the show today. We went a little bit over. I mean, these roadmap segments. Yeah, it's a little bit up there. But anyway, do enjoy. Get out there. Go to the Summoners Market. Put in your code. Get your stuff. Hopefully you got the drops. If you didn't get the drops, give it a little bit of time. But the drops, though, however, these are not like compensated things we're doing. This was just a test. The real present is in your codes. You can just go get that. Share it with your friends. Share it with your
Alright, 1
fans
second
and
now, guys.
anyone else, whatever. I'm trying to bring in my old life into this stream. Anyway, if you like the stream or the video, if you're watching it on demand, go ahead and click like, click subscribe, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your relatives and your loved ones and your pets and all that good stuff. And remember, we'll
Thanks.
see you
You are very welcome.
In the Battle Realm.
MCOC June. Okay, that's done, thankfully. Okay, cool. Okay. 1 second. This is too much info? That is a lot of info, yeah. I don't know if I think it's too much info, though. I'd rather have more info than less. Okay. Oh, whoops. I did it. Stupid. Alright, so your star patch. So this is the code MCOC June with the 3 of the reunion crystals. But did I get any of the drops that I claimed? I didn't, did I? Yep, no. I did not. Still. Can I start calculating because he's relic? I doubt it. Can't correlate that. They didn't have to have a theme like that. I didn't get any of the drops. I want you chime in who's better in your opinion. I have no clue, buddy. They're not out yet. Nico is gonna be a serpent and Dark Phoenix counter. And the other one is gonna be Zola counter. So it's kind of which one you need more there. I think I can just about open a 7-star crystal for you guys. Not close enough. Da, 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 da. 2 Valiant crystals. You can a little impromptu opening here. Come on then. Design for new customer is limited. Yep. I mean, yep. I mean, he just designed himself in the game, yes. I claim the code and haven't gotten the rewards. I'm not surprised. It's like, I'm not the person to help you with that. The code is MCOC June. But, yeah, maybe it takes a while. That's our champs do you not have? A lot. Oh, come on! That was almost awesome. Da 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 da. Does not spell it good. What's the code? MCOC June. There you go. Do 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 do. So let's open. We're not opening Titans. Featured 6-star. I'm still looking for Gentle in the featured 6-star hero crystal. Nah. Yeah, he really, I mean, like, he really did. Switch drops not working? Yeah, that didn't work for me either. That's why there's a code immediately already. Are we going to get Radiance this season of AW? Yeah. This season the first one in AW with Radiance. Nah, okay, nothing. Okay, nothing. Fine. Can I open a 7-star crystal? Ooh, almost. See, I have been saving my relic stuff already. I have 5 6-star relics and almost 6 5-star relics to open. 1 second. Oh, I can open a 7-star crystal if you guys want. Do you guys want to see me opening a 7-star? Alright, let's grab something good. Let's get something good. I got stash, I got the rewards. I did. I got nothing in stash. Now we're getting 93 by rewards, probably a week or two. The promo doesn't work. I don't know, it did for me. But 6 buff? Rewards buff? I have no clue. Come on, something good! Fuck, I already awakened him. I used the mutant awakening gem on here. That is a good pull, just a month too late. There is a... Because he was like unduped for the longest time. And 0 sig, but he was already sig 200. Because yeah, I took him sig 200. Stuff. 1.25 million pulleys worth of. Yep. That's Schrodinger's good job. Yep. Alright, that is it for this stream. I have quite a lot of videos to make. I might be streaming later today as well, but for now, how many Titan shards was that? I mean, how many Titan shards I have? A few. I have been saving up a few Titan shards. There you go. So I'm waiting for the Titan Crystal update, and then there's gonna be an opening. But yeah. Catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the